Всем привет, вы на канале Fox Игровой, мы продолжаем проходить игру Гардероб. У нас тут вечеринка хэллоуинская.
Am I wrong, or is he the alien that got lost?
Тут своя атмосфера, поэтому будем продолжать искать что-то. Непонятно, правда, что мы пока ищем.
28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds.
Now, before I... and we'll...
That is when the world will end.
This is the sort of unexpected surprise that suddenly earns Christianity points in my eyes. I didn't know he was a Sauron adept as well. It's strange Tolkien never mentioned him in any of his books. It's been slung directly into the oven. A historical video gaming relic. Literally. Even if my social life isn't as active as before, I don't think I should squander it completely. Watch the ceiling fan! Now I remember why I hated going to the fair. The fishing rod is clearly rigged.
Удочка с секретом, да, ее нужно намагнитить, скорее всего, или какой-то магнит к ней привязать.
He's already alcohol equipped. Definitely unlikely. I remembered her different. First of all, dead. He's lucky that alcohol induces sleep.
Check this out. We have guests. Let me welcome you to my little gloomy abode.
For you, author of this video game, from now on you can count on my unconditional hate. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure, believe me.
It's so grim and wonderful that I could stay here staring at it for hours. What does the label say? AB normal? A faithful reproduction of the rebellion flag in Metal Slug. I can't stand this. Too many memories. The best way to arouse a hipster. Boogie, let's hypothetically accept that I get closer to the shadow.
Yes?
Well, should I be afraid for my safety?
Not at all. I will gladly take care of your soul.
Thanks for reassuring me. But first, let me take a selfie. Who doesn't know Master Chief? And no, I'm not talking about the cooking talent show. Obviously, with a safety helmet like this one, doing wheelies on a motorbike would look very cool. Actually, with that costume, he looks more like a bellhop.
Hey, kid. Try your luck at the mechanical fish ride. Playing is simple. You must reel in any of the fish in the tank. Nothing easier, right?
If I still had salivary glands, I would need a bucket right now. I'll think about it if I want to mess up the whole neighborhood. I don't think those two would be particularly enthusiastic about it.
Так, ну тут, по всей видимости, больше особо делать нечего. Так, давайте попробуем сходить на пристань. Тут, насколько я помню, нам говорили,
Sometimes
что
these
кто-то
professional apple eaters get too caught up in the competition.
пытается сделать машину времени. Это, видимо, вот тот чувак с
Sure.
зелеными волосами.
The scientist must have seen too many Doctor Who episodes. Sometimes I'd like to be on the other side of the screen to make you do foolish things. Those seals are quite self-explanatory. Is this your time machine?
Yes, but it is still an experimental prototype.
The usual excuse is to say it doesn't work.
It'll work. Just watch and see. And finally, everybody will stop saying that I'm just a crazy, stutterer, anemic guy.
But you're not anemic.
That's what I keep saying myself.
What are those bloodstains you have on you?
Oh, not a big deal. A little accident while I was working on a different project.
How many did you kill till now?
Don't be silly. I conduct experiments on dead bodies.
Dead bodies that were alive before, by any chance?
If there's really shortage of raw material, those too.
You seem to be pretty eager. What are you waiting for?
I ordered a new carburetor online. The old one was damaged during my previous attempt. And it still hasn't arrived yet. They'll get an earful from me at the customer service of thatcrazyscience.com.
You can really find everything on the internet these days.
You can't even imagine. People are really out of their minds.
I'll come back later. See you then. Why should I? Just because we're in an adventure game, that doesn't mean you get to bother whoever's around. A black man who gets a tan from moonlight? You're kidding, right? Can't you see it's stuck in the thorns? Your usual Charlie Brown. Can't you read? It's a white paint can. Can I bother you for a second? I'd like to talk to you of our Lord Cthulhu.
He can't hear you.
Who exactly are you?
I'm Pan, the wicked conscience of this little miserable man. He kept me dormant inside him for years without listening to me. But you know, when you insist on suppressing every frustration, you're inevitably destined to blow up sooner or later. And so now, I am in charge.
Why does he have those wounds on his back?
Soul possession brings some severely violent consequences with it. Let's just say that whoever suffers from it momentarily loses his senses and in the end turns to self-harm. And in case he survives, his mind comes under my control, as you must have noticed by now.
What are you guys doing?
We happen to have a scam underway. A big scam. We couldn't stand our demeaning and not at all gratifying job as office workers anymore. So we spent all our savings to buy this cave that we accidentally dated back to the Neolithic, complete with cave paintings.
You're really an evil mastermind, no doubt about it.
You mean we are really evil?
I'll leave you to your work.
As you know, crime never sleeps.
I really don't know what to say. It's a child's dream coming true. Finally, some really intelligent life forms. I prefer not to risk finding a snake under my sweater. If that is meant to be the Red Sea, someone must have hugely exaggerated the storytelling. It's surely more fun to do it with tomato. Can't you read? I obviously can't take that. I think it acts as a key for the spaceship or something like that. This reminds me of the famous 1947 accident, but I'm not a US government agent. I wouldn't really know where to start. Better avoid problems. FBI, Officer Skinny. Walter Skinny.
Так, ну, насколько я вижу, здесь тоже все. Что у нас еще из локации осталось? Так, пойдемте к озеру.
Hey, two. Do you know what's round, soft, and juicy?
A tomato?
No, stupid. A nice child.
How many times have I got to tell you? I'm done eating children. I'm a fruitarian now.
And what the hell does that mean?
I only feed on fruit, and just the ones that fall from trees to the ground.
You won't last more than a week.
You'll see.
You're really the black sheep of our family.
Ah, love, captured forever in undying memory. At least until they cut down the tree.
Ну,
I don't want any LV from you. I'm an acid
фонарик,
guy.
как раз подойдет для того, чтобы
So many
бабайку
possible
прогнать.
spoilers, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Из чулана батарейки как раз у нас есть.
It's already loaded. The batteries are almost dead, but I should be able to use it. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Dude, don't be sad. Actually, I get your life choice perfectly.
I would have exterminated whole hordes of you to shoot down your 300-point spaceship.
Just the ones that fall into my mouth.
Now I understand what the media meant when they predicted an alleged alien invasion back in the 80s. I wouldn't know what to do. What the hell? Little impertinent kid. He has a bright future ahead of him. You're having fun, eh?
Tyler didn't want me in the way, so he closed me in here. I had to do something to fill all this time.
Tyler?
My older brother. He's the guy who arranged the party. I was bored, so I thought it would be fun to scare anyone who walked into the storage room by mistake.
If I was in your shoes, I would have done much worse. With your permission, I'll take it, Boogie.
Go ahead. You earned it.
Where did those come from?
They're the posters for a horrorbilly concert that will be held tonight at the old cemetery. My brother didn't want any interference for his party, so he tore down as many as he could. The whole neighborhood was practically wallpapered with them.
You're having fun, eh?
Tyler didn't want me in the way.
Tyler?
I was bored.
If I was in... I finally found something to... It's surprising they didn't get mold under that tile. I'd rather keep... I don't understand how on earth that would...
28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end.
Beer! What else do you need to know?
Так, давайте на свалку вернемся. Хотя... Погоди-ка, со свалкой можно попробовать отдать еще монету пришельцу назад. Может, он вспомнит: а, у меня же был космический корабль, мне пора домой лететь. Давайте
The
попробуем.
level of... They could at least...
28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end.
You do it. I don't have the strength to counter still more stupidity with a witty reply.
I'm here. Come. Come closer.
Так, а, мы же еще наверх не ходили, точнее. Так, давайте позовем, что тут.
Be quiet, or my husband will hear us.
He must have suffered...
Cuddle me, hot stuff.
Are you talking about the picture or the truck that obviously ran... Okay, that was way too hard.
I love when you do that.
Can I come in?
to me. Go away!
Ronald gets mad when I knock on the door while he's in the bath too. I don't know why everyone got so crabby.
Hurry! In the closet!
Better not bother him again.
Damn! I'm out again.
It won't work.
Be quiet, or my husband will hear
Why
us.
should I? Can you be more specific?
Cuddle me, hot stuff.
I may have removed the... Express Courier. 24 hours, 7... All packages must be impact-proof, water-repellent, and the contents must be clearly indicated. I could pack up the wardrobe and ship myself to Ronald's new house. Cave Johnson's shower curtains, 206-002-456. I hope at least these are not a lie. Rocco's Hot. Hot? Naughty? I don't follow. Nope. I don't follow. I don't understand how on earth that... Can you be more specific? I don't... Better not. Stop for a second. I want you to reflect on what you just asked. Everyone has a good plan. Two lifestyles compared. It's surprising they... You've seen too many Lupin... I'm definitely... He was waiting for the Half-Life 3 release. Right in the... The best... He even seems... A life in space spent He must have been acknowledged as... Would you be so kind not to eat me? Someone must have reached dangerous levels of delusion here. Luckily, my legs still work.
The world will end.
Так, ладно, возвращаемся на свалку. Надо все-таки как-то с этим чуваком, не знаю, попробовать договориться. Интересно только как.
A rather unusual place for a hide.
Hey, you! What do you think you're...
I need that wardrobe.
I don't live in this waste for fun.
But I have no...
Let's settle...
What if...
And what if I use...
I better...
Don't get in...
I don't think I'll make any progress by doing...
Вас ему попробовать налить.
On the house.
You can never say no to a drink.
The janitor doesn't look like a guy who likes hard out.
Можно, конечно, попробовать пока
Can you be
он
more
разворачивается ключи у него стырить, но... Да,
Hey,
все.
you...
Опоздал. Надо, короче, еще взять разок пивка,
I hope this is just saying...
подлить ему и посмотреть, может, получится. Но в противном случае я не знаю, что тогда с ним делать. Абсента?
The janitor doesn't look...
Не будет абсента, жалко. Так, куда нам отправляться-то? Дом. В доме тут, по-моему, больше делать особо нечего. Стаканов сразу набрать до пива.
28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end.
Да побольше. Так, а давайте теперь попробуем все-таки на нем. Получится, не получится.
On the house.
You can never say no to a drink. Hey, you! What do you think you're doing?
On the house.
You can never say no to a drink. Hey, you!
Worse than mixing beer... Better not. Worse than mixing beer and Coke. I don't understand how on earth that would work.
Короче, ни хрена не получается.
You are aware that this request...
Моя
There's
догадка по
something
поводу
unhelp-
пентаграммы что-то тоже пока не работает, то чтобы как-то, не знаю, там, проклятие наложить на того чувака, который заперся в комнате, чтобы
I
он
may not
ушел
have
или
to
еще
worry
что-то.
about catching herpes anymore, but I'm still not...
Так, ну в принципе здесь-то получается тогда тоже
How's it going, bro?
в большей степени все.
I have a feeling I'm not particularly... I wouldn't know what to do. I can't see how. A bit of lateral thinking, sure. I don't understand what... Slenderman! It's half buried. I can't do it with my...
Ну что, остается только на кладбище сходить, на вечеринку. Пойдемте.
Ronald and I love to watch their black and white movies. Ronald and I love to watch their black and white movies. I can gladly do without the holiness. It's not for me. A statue in the city graveyard is the right tribute to one of the heroes of my video gaming childhood. What do I need with a flux capacitor that doesn't flux? It's really curious how many genius hunches are just the result of more or less serious head injuries. How, if he couldn't even sing his own... They come up with all kinds of excuses to mask their hoarseness. Hey guys, can I have some of your firecrackers?
Ask your mother to buy you some. And get out of our way. Can't you see we're busy?
I don't understand how on earth...
Бабуля.
But that's Grandma! Ronald's grandma, I mean. Too sticky. I won't be able to get it off my... I wouldn't know what to do. Here rests Woody the lumberjack, asphyxiated after inhaling. Here lies Wilson Percival Higgisberry. Hi, Grandma. I'm Ronald. Grandma, I can't really understand what you're saying. There's something unhealthy.
Damn my age. Ronald, Grandma's sweetheart, you came to see me? You're so emaciated. Are you eating enough?
I have a serious allergy to plums that totally ruined my will to live.
Well, sometimes we all get a bit constipated. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Try some baked apples or kiwis.
Grandma, didn't you have yourself cremated?
Do you really think I'd let them lock me up in a vase? I corrupted the gravedigger by telling him to fill the urn with chewing gum.
I noticed that.
Your favorites. Anything for my little Ronnie.
It'd really be too much for her. What is Grandpa doing over there?
He's been trying to get out of his coffin for days now. Except every time he forgets to watch his head.
Well, at least he leaves you alone.
It's about time. It wasn't enough for him to torture me when I was alive. I didn't even have time to die before he felt compelled to do the same.
I'll come back and visit you very soon, Grandma. I could use it like the sail of a mini raft. only in case of emergency. Nope. I had no idea they had followers in the arachnid world as well. In the otherworldly realm, you'd have a hard time taking root. Here, Willow the arsonist found her eternal peace, dead for the joy of a great fireworks show. Here, Wilbur the Monkey King is buried, dead on the spot having... I don't understand how...
Wait a minute, Ronald. It's dangerous out there. It's full of atheists. Take this.
A little help from above could always be useful. Why should I? There'll still be the problem of the 88 miles per hour, but let's keep it in mind, okay?
Так, ну давайте еще разок, не знаю, на озеро сгоняем. Может, ты там что-то пропустил.
It's best not to get involved in certain private business.
И, походу, дело все-таки...
Can you be more specific?
Ничего. Ну, пойдемте в дом к дедушке. Может, добавились какие-то варианты диалога. Что-то у меня пока идеи заканчиваются. Единственное, то, что можно как-то использовать лопату. Ну, фиг знает. Ладно, спасибо большое за просмотр. Продолжим в следующей серии. Подписывайтесь, пожалуйста, на канал, ставьте лайки. Всем до встречи. Пока.